I want to give you guys just a preview of where we're getting ready to go maybe in the next month or so, okay? This administration, our establishment, has what I like to call a hard-on for going to war. Remember, in the beginning of February when we was hearing Russia, you remember you go back and look at my videos, you see that I wasn't for it at all. Fast forward, a lot of it was aggressing a situation that they know that they had no business doing. We are at the point where we're doing this with, of all places, China. I want to make it very clear. It is, again, not that I have fear of countries, all right? It is living in reality and understanding that our military is being purged, all right? And we are dealing with an administration that is all about self-destruction and selfishness. They don't care about the American people. Nobody wants to go to war. I'm not saying that we're going to go to war with China. I'm saying that we are poking a bear. You're going to hear a lot about China coming up. There's going to be some sort of rhetoric that China's acting up, for lack of a better term. I'm going to speak with facts that the mainstream media won't talk about, and I'm going to stay on top of it because exactly what I thought was going on in Ukraine is going on, and these people keep trying to pull fast ones on us. Let's go ahead and get into it, but if you have not subscribed yet to this channel, I would please hit subscribe. Please share this video. Please, like the video. Help me with the algorithm. Guys, there's serious censorship going on. We just had news break out that the government has, in fact, been telling, social media platforms what they can put on, literally controlling the narrative, what we're allowed to see, what we're not allowed to see. We don't get any informed consent. We're not allowed to talk about certain things. You have people who are, being deplatformed in real time just because they can reach so many people and they don't want us to know the real truth, the inconvenient truth. Well, this is what we bring here on this channel, the inconvenient truth. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. All right, CNN Business. This is a U.S. curbs on microchips could throttle China's ambitions and escalate the tech war. Chinese leader Xi Jinping push to win the battle in the core technologies bolster China's position as a tech superpower could be severely undermined by Washington's unprecedented steps, very much unprecedented, to limit the sale of advanced chips and chip-making equipment to the country, analysts say. On October 7th, the Biden administration unveiled a sweeping set of exports controls that ban Chinese companies from buying advanced chips and chip-making equipment without a license. The rule also it restricts the ability of the U.S. persons, including American citizens or green card holders, to provide support for the development of or production of chips at certain manufacturing facilities like China. The U.S. moves are a major threat to China's technological ambitions, said Mark Williams and Zhuang Han. U.S. officials have talked about the move as a measure to protect national security interests, because now they care. It also comes as the United States is looking to bolster its domestic chip manufacturing abilities. Yes, with heavy investments. Yes, after chip shortages earlier in the pandemic highlighted the country's dependence on imports from abroad. The United States now, the Biden administration has invested in at-home domestic production of microchips. I have a problem with that for many reasons. And I wouldn't have normally, but when I'm under this administration, I do have a problem with that. Number one, what money are they using to invest in this microchips? American money, tax dollars. Who else's money? Because if the government's investing in it, it's like, who else's money? How does this work with our money? Secondly, what are y'all doing with the chips? I just don't trust any of it. I don't trust this administration. I don't. All of a sudden you care about U.S.'s, national security, threats and all that with China. When we've opened the back door, Democrats have opened the back door to China a long time ago. Bill Clinton was saying that we should aid China in its production and in its advancements, right? So this is a thing. This has been a thing for a while for Democrats to do so, but now all of a sudden we're worried about it. If it was administration that had some integrity, I could understand, but sorry, with this one, there's always another reason. You're also making it that American citizens can't buy stuff from China, stuff with the chips from China or whatever. So this is unprecedented. It said it's unprecedented. It's never been done before. We have Asia Times saying U.S. suggests EU impose a chip export ban on China. You know what I'm saying? The United States reportedly is calling on the European Union to impose a semiconductor export ban on China. But Chinese officials and media doubt the Americans simply by asking can persuade Europeans to give up a highly lucrative export market. Well, I'll tell you this, but I've also heard people coming out of, what was it, England, or, saying that we need to rid ourselves of China. I'm telling you, you're going to start hearing talks about China. We need to rid ourselves of China. We need to be China free. You know what that entails here in America? There's a lot of things. If we start this, there's a lot of things we won't have. There is, because we've been so dependent on them for so long, and there's a lot of things that we won't have. So the reason why I make this video is because I like to be 10 steps ahead of the game, and I want you guys to be 10 steps ahead of the game. The fact is, we're going to hear some sort of story about China in the coming months, in the next probably 30 days. Yes, I want to put it down like that. And we'll see where it goes. But it is, again, not to make anybody afraid. It's just information that needs to be shared. I don't like being lied to. If there's a country that really is a threat to America, then we need to deal with that country. But don't tell me a country's a threat, a physical threat, and then I find out that you're pissing them off. Like, well, dang, you know what I mean? How does that make sense, right? If you have not subscribed to this channel, please hit subscribe. Please like the video. We are talking about having the discussions that, of course, mainstream is not going to have. They'll be right with it. They'll be right with whatever the government tells them to do. You guys support me. Please subscribe, like the video, share the videos. Guys, I'm back on. Please support me. I appreciate everything you do. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.